Hello, we're on.
Hello, welcome back to the Pink Bang Diary. We're doing a full moon one, a live one today. Sorry, they've been under the weather.
You might need to turn that on. Righto, let's try that again. Now that we've got the technical issues sorted. Yeah, we wanted to get back on and do a live reading today because we have been out of the loop for a couple of weeks. Between illness and injury, I tell you what, it's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute. Yeah, but we there's some big energies playing out right now, and we thought we really need to we want to get back to the community and see if we can be helpful and useful. We've caught up with all our private readings, and we've got some new ones coming on. We've got all our bookings, all the backlog are taken care of. We've got some new ones coming online. So we're ready to get back into tracking these energies for the collective. Particularly, we've just gone through the equinox energy, which is the energy of this one. It was designed to call in loved ones, so or make us feel like we wanted to be connected with people. And now we're moving into, on September 25th, we've got the new moon coming in Libra, which is social, flirty, balanced energy, but it's opposing Jupiter, which is, Jupiter expands energy. So, and it also has the potential to push us into obsessive energy. So I thought with everything that's going on under that mix, the potential to tip back into runner-chaser spaces is really, really high. So we wanted to have a look and see what tarot might tell us about what's going on for the divine feminine and masculine, and how this next little window is working to bring unions closer together. What do you reckon, Ricky? Yeah. So I'm a chatterbox, hey?
Yeah.
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 Get the reading underway. Yeah, I said it all, didn't I?
Yeah.
So what we want to do, we will at the end of the reading, if anyone's watching or wants to have a personal reading done, we'll make some time to do some personal readings. If you put some questions in the chat there, we'll do some personal readings at the end. I'll read from the perspective of the divine feminine. We'll have a look at those energies first. We'll get Ricky to draw some cards for the divine masculine, see what's going on that side, and then we'll draw some divine love oracle to pull some messages together as a general reading for the collective. Let's just dive into this. I just want to see what's going on, because it's been a big couple of weeks for how our energy's played out, and it's really been taxing. See, I'm not kidding. Look, the push from the universe really is this 10 of Cups. It wants twins to be happy and in union, enjoying good times. And that really was what the equinox energy was all about, is calling in your loved ones. So I love seeing that the first card out is the 10 of Cups. Are they coming through clearly? I might have to just focus them a little bit. Just see that the camera's picking it up fairly. Yep, righto. And then we've got the Emperor come out. We've got, what's next in the soul space? What have we got? What have we got, divine feminine? I just feel like this is going to be a big oh, Hangman. Didn't expect that to come out. What have we got in the challenge? Oh, okay. I get it a little bit. Okay. What have we got in the advice from Spirit? The Page of Swords. And we've got in the likely outcome, the Hierophant. Righto. This is a pretty fair read, actually. Let's have a look at what's at the bottom of the deck there. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the Empress, the 2 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. So what I'm picking up around these energies, let's go to this base level. See this 3 of Wands energy. So it is what I was sort of expecting to see, is that the universe really does want twins to have their ships come in. So it's that feeling as if you're getting what you want under this energy, which is essentially when you're in a twin flame dynamic, you want to have your connection come into union. And like if we look at it here of standing at a crossroads, which is our 2 of Wands energy, and then over there is coming into union or coming into a place where your unions make sense, right? Or it's coming towards you. This is a push that's coming through. And look here, you've got the Two of Cups, which is the it's that very physical element of being in the twin flame connection. It's being able to hold that person that you love and walk with them and talk with them and share the journey together, versus just having to go through all the lessons of a twin flame connection. So how I'm seeing this, Divine Feminine, is the next push really does fall under that equinox energy of calling in your loved one. There it is. Like if this is a union over here, this is calling it in. Who are we calling in? Our soulmate, our twin flame. How are you doing this? You're doing this in the energy of the Empress. So this is not chaser energy. This is not getting obsessive. This is not stalking. This is not any of the above. This is sitting in your Empress energy and working the process with the divine to allow your connection to come towards you. So under this full moon energy, with this full moon, new moon energy, beg your pardon, with the equinox energy as well, all of those combined are seeking to put the pull on people to call in their loved ones. Now, we know that as twin flames, that pull can quickly turn into wanting to chase. So what Spirit is advising is, under this current energy, you've got to rise up in, when I say you've got to, the advice is to rise up in your Empress energy and allow the universe to do its thing on pulling these connections together. The next level of energy, the next push that's on, is to lay down the burden, right? So this is, when this pull comes upon you, Divine Feminine, it can feel like it's the heaviest thing in the world to carry, right? You're just getting about your business, you're learning and growing with the divine, and then along comes this push from the universe that goes, oh, you're in separation from your twin. I'm going to make it hurt. I'm going to make you feel the full weight of the burden of this journey. But what the advice is you do not have to do this alone, right? Lean in on the power of the collective, lean in on your support network. And I know as a twin flame that, and particularly because when I first went through this journey, there wasn't a lot of people talking about twin flames. I felt very, very alone, like my family and friends didn't understand. There wasn't a lot of people that I could turn to or talk to. But when this journey, I lent very heavily on the collective for understanding about what the burden was and how to lay it down. So this also comes in with the Eight of Pentacles is mastery of the journey, learning and growing together and figuring out what it is to be a twin flame and what the ascension path is all about. So I can see we've got a couple of people watching. I just want to let you guys know, if you do want to ask any questions, we'll be doing some personal reads at the end of our general read. So if you do want a bit of a personal read, just pop a question in the chat box there. Ricky will be all over it. He'll have a chat to you in the chat box there. If you want to get a personal reading at the end of this general reading. Righto. So the push from the universe is mastery on the behalf of the Divine Feminine. We've got you in the energy of the Empress, and we've got you in the energy of the Eight of Pentacles, right? Which is red hot mastery on your side of the journey. You know who you are, you know what you're all about, and you know what you want to achieve. Okay, how are we going to we're going to lay down the burden. We're going to lean on our friends and lean on our knowledge, and we're going to call these connections in under the next wave. That is the big push of the universe right now for these journeys to come online. What is the direct push from the universe right now? It is the 10 of Cups. So look at that image there, like red hot. That is the image of a couple in union, right? And under this energy, under the rainbow that comes with the 10 of Cups, there is this promise that the divine won't flood the world again. The rainbow was the promise that you wouldn't have to go through this level of struggle again. You've got a pillar of strength behind them, and they stand in a river of truth. This is a divine truth of what twin flames are all about. You're here to hold a particular vibration for how the planet's going to rise and how it's going to elevate, and you're going to hold the blueprint of what love looks like in the coming time. The next 10 years is really going to shift spirituality on this planet, and twin flames were sent here to be a forerunner for what this blueprint looks like. It looks like the 10 of Cups. It looks like the Lovers. It looks like the 2 of Cups. It looks like all of these energies that exist within in the tarot. So we're going to experience all of these different facets of love, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. And twin flames will know how to hold that higher vibration as this next wave descends upon the planet. You're going to lead people through it. Why do we say we're going to lead? Because here comes the Emperor, right? And this is it. You've got the Empress as the push from down here. But right now, what they're saying is that the divine feminine would really need to be taking action. This is daily action, and to be in charge of your process. In the soul space, it says there's no action happening. How much of a dichotomy is that? So in the soul space, it says rest on your laurels, right? And I've said this in previous readings that I don't see that you have a massive ascension process happening between now and the end of the year. It feels like those big waves of ascension are taking a little bit of a break. But that doesn't mean that you do nothing while you wait. The Emperor gets about the business of running his empire, and you are on a soul ascension journey. So in between time, the Emperor gets about doing what he needs to do to make change in his world, to take action. What is the action that's required of you right now? It's mastery of your twin flame soul ascension journey. So it's understanding everything that you need to do, everything that you need to prepare to be able to hold the frequency of a twin flame union once it comes back online. So once you come back into harmonious union, there's going to be a baseline frequency that you're going to need to hold. And Ricky and I'll be the first to admit that life, just because you come into harmonious union doesn't mean that life stops coming at you.
No.
What the kicker is that because you've done this work here, like as the Emperor, you've got up, you figured out how to rule your empire, you've got mastery over the situation, you know how to hold the baseline frequency, which is a higher, it has risen. Twin flames hold the baseline frequency of love at a higher, I don't want to say a higher level, but it resonates at a higher frequency than what we've known before. And we resonate with the heartbeat of the planet. We resonate with the frequency of the divine. And we have to know what it takes to hold it when the world wants to take us down. So this is the work of the Emperor right now, is figuring out what it takes to hold the empire together once these unions come back into harmony. What is your challenge at the moment, Divine Feminine? It's to let go of eight broken cups. So here, Spirit suggests that you're going to get a message or some kind of incoming information. If you are not in contact with your twin right now, or it feels like you're behind the wave when it comes to receiving messages, don't lose heart. This could be a message from the divine. It might show up as a different version of events for you. But what's happening is you get a message from Spirit that's designed to help you move past the heavy energies of these connections, because the next push from the universe with these equinox energies and these full moon energies is to call in your loved ones, which is what we had over here, right? Calling in your loved ones. You can't even make this stuff up, hey? Like the equinox push, this one is literally meant to make you feel like you want to call in your loved ones. The big challenge that we have, and one of the reasons I really wanted to get on and make sure that we didn't miss sharing energy today, is that the full moon opposite Jupiter is going to make it easy to push you into chaser mode. But what we want to be able to do is stay in the energy of the Emperor and the Empress. We want to stay balanced and not go into chaser, because the likely outcome is that you move into a higher level of understanding, a higher level of commitment. You become wiser, smarter, more adjusted to the new frequency. You might become a mentor. You might seek a mentor. The Hierophant comes in as a particular kind of message as the likely outcome. And while I'm not seeing this as a massive wave of ascension across the collective, I am seeing it as a level of understanding. So you've come into figuring out that you need to take action on the regular towards your own journey, towards your own empire, to come into levels of understanding about who you are as a twin flame on a soul ascension journey. Okay, so the Hierophant is the likely outcome for the Divine Feminine. Righto, Ricky, what have you got for the Divine Masculine? What's going on in Divine Masculine world at the moment?
You want to go 6 first? Yeah, or 6 first.
Yeah, give me the 6 first, and we'll go with that, and then we'll See, look. Yeah, here we go. What have you got? Divine masculine, you big sweetie. What have you got? Yeah, look, this feels really good. I'm going to watch the whole story unfold and then we'll tell it. Yeah, on point. What have you got? One more likely outcome. The moon. Perfect. Because we are talking all about this this full moon. Oh, I keep saying full moon. I mean new moon. New moon coming in. Righto. Give me the bottom six. I'm going to start with the bottom six this time and see what we've got there. Because I reckon that we've got a bit of a story playing out here. Okay. What do we got? The King of Wands. We've got the Four of Cups. We've got the Five of Pentacles, we've got the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. So we're still really experiencing this desire energy with these wands coming through. This is an underneath layer. So perhaps divine feminine. Has your divine masculine appeared with some level of desire energy? Have they shown up with some kind of hot and heavy offer that you have refused, right? And now they're sitting there all confused going, what the heck? Like, I thought that's what you wanted. I thought you just wanted me. I thought you wanted me to come back. I thought you wanted me to express that I wanted you. I thought I thought that's what you wanted. Why are we still out in the cold? Why did not this expression of desire move into the next phase of this connection? And it's going divine. Have you led me astray here? I thought this was going to be something, but all they've really understood about the journey is I want you, right? And they took action. Those of you who haven't had connection from your divine masculine as yet, this would have played out in a different way from you. We're looking at energies as going, twins come into union in waves. So if your divine masculine has not moved into these energies yet, this might be an upcoming energy for you. Waves will crash at different times, but the current push, this is the current push for from the universe against divine masculine, is that there was some kind of rising up within him that was that was desire based, and on some level, whether he chose not to act on it, like he might have been confused by the idea of it and stayed out in the cold. Free will is such a powerful force in these scenarios. Perhaps that desire rose up and he didn't act this time. Perhaps the desire rose, he acted and got some level of rejection, or the connection did not tip over into the space that he wanted it to. However this is playing out, it was designed that he still stayed out in the cold at this point in time. The next layer of energy is that there's a juggling going on, again. We've got that Ace of Wands. It's a very phallic symbol, isn't it? That Ace of Wands of wanting to make a fresh start, leading with desire, juggling the ideals of 5D and 3D. Do I walk forward? Do I not? Is the divine with me? Is it not? Who bloody knows? But I feel it. I feel like I want this and like the wands, I'm still picking up that desire energy coming through. I want my divine feminine. And here, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest energy in tarot. So there's still work to do, right? But what I love about the Knight of Pentacles is you can rely on him. He gets up every single day and he goes to work and he does what he needs to do to bring the energy forward. So this is not a stagnant divine masculine. It's like, I feel this, I feel like I want it, and it's going, do I go? Do I stay? Do I come forward? Do I hold back? I don't know what to do. Last time that happened, all I ended up feeling was like out in the cold, right? So there is still that slow energy playing out, but this is progress forward. So if you're just experiencing this between you and the divine, if you're new to the journey and you're still not experiencing the expression from your divine masculine, perhaps this is like I would say it is playing out on both sides of the coin, and sometimes there's not enough work done to override this juggling energy. But what it suggests is that there's progress forward, slow though it may be at this point. Like the direct push from the universe is for him to step forward and use his words in a very grown-up way. The King of Swords doesn't mince words. He's a leader. He moves forward out into and you know, he goes after what he wants. He's what do I want to say? He's articulate. He's intelligent, but sometimes his ego might get the better of him, right? So here, look what we've got going on. The push from the universe is that he steps forward and uses his words in an articulate and intelligent way, but what he's doing is sitting in, you know, the pain energy. Look, I don't mind seeing the Three of Swords there in this particular scenario. It kind of puts you two in balance, right? You're sitting divine feminine. You're sitting in a very strong, active, oriented, masculine-based energy. And because we understand twins affect each other, everything that they do affects each other, we now have the masculine sitting in feeling the pain of the connection, right? Or feeling the feminine side. The energy of this card really is deeply hurt emotions, but now they're on the surface. This is not a hiding of this energy anymore, because in his soul space, he doesn't want to be carrying a burden. 10 of Wands is put the burden down. Put the burden down, be a big boy and use your words. Come forth and don't just go, gee, you're hot, I'd really like to bang you. Like that energy is not going to get you what you want, divine masculine. What you're going to get is you're going to be dismissed. You're dismissed if the only thing you bring forward is sex under this scenario. I'm going to call it as I see it. Divine masculine, red hot. The only thing you're offering at this point is desire. If that's all you've got offered, you're probably going to get rejected, right? You're probably going to be told, you're a half-baked turkey, off you go. I don't want to eat that meal. And here we've got the King of Swords as the advice from the universe. And it is saying you've got to use your words in an intelligent way. Let your divine feminine know that you've been in pain. Let her know that you've got big feelings. Let her know that you've been through your own version of suffering. And over here in your soul space, you want to lay your burden down, right? The push is that you use your words and you speak this stuff. And I know your challenge. And look, we can speak to this. We went through this red hot. This was Ricky 1000%, right? You can feel this energy at 50 paces. You got something to say? You heard about something? You're upset about something? You really want to lay your burden down? But I'm not going to say a word about what it is. I'm just going to bring this very, very defensive energy towards you and make you guess. I'm going to make you guess what my problem is. But the universe is saying, speak, right? Speak it. Get it out. Talk about it. Just, let the emotion come out with it. And trust that your divine feminine has got you covered. She might like divine feminine in this moment. I guarantee you that you will know what to do with your own hurt feelings. You're going to know what to do with the suffering you've been through. You absolutely will know how to hold space for your divine masculine when he comes forward in this moment. And it might feel like you won't, like you just want to tear him a new one on some level, or go, well, on some level you deserve to feel like crap. But we can laugh about it now, but like now we can. But it's like when they come forward and they can use like have this level of conversation. And we've reflected on this before, but it's probably okay to reflect on it again. It's like when Ricky went through this moment, he said, I don't know what's happening to me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why this has suddenly hit me the way it has, but I need to talk about it. And you're the person that I wanted to talk to about it. Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just like that.
I need to lay this burden down somewhere. It's hurting. And
Pull out those big shoulders of yours.
Give me a shoulder. And this was it. It's like the defenses came down, and then we sat under that energy. We sat in what you would call the pre-harvest, where harmonious union followed from there, right? And it's not that we didn't have more work to do, but it put us red hot at the start of this harmonious union energy. And we'll just let you know, like I just see there's a couple of people watching. At the end of the at the end of the general reading, we're more than happy to do some private readings if you've got any questions. So just Ricky's just there in the chat if you want to ask any questions, and when I get through our general, we can answer some questions. Okay, so what we've got in the likely outcome and is the energy of the moon. And why I think this is really, really relevant is because we're just about to move into the new moon energy, and it's opposing Jupiter. Now, the other thing that played out under this energy was like we've just been through the equinox energy. Now, under the energy of the equinox, like I said earlier, it's going to make people want to call in their loved ones. And that was our very, very first message that we had here, wherever it was. It's going to make you want to call in your loved ones. So this energy, 3 of Wands, is about your ships coming in, and what was coming in? Our 2 of Cups, our lovers coming together, right? So the energy under the equinox and under this new moon is likely to produce a result where people want to call in their loved ones, and the full moon should have a light-hearted, flirty energy. But the downside of this moon coming in is that it's opposing Jupiter. Now, it can have the energy to make people want to act in excess of what they ordinarily would want to. Now, what we have in that energy is that if the divine masculine shows up in this Ace of Wands energies, it could turn into an excess of acting just in this desire energy and seeking a sexual connection versus really making a meaningful connection. But what the universe wants to happen under these energies is to make a meaningful connection with meaningful words. This is asking him to really step up and use his words in an intelligent way that expresses how much pain he's been through and how much he wants to lay his burden down. So this push is going to be really, really pivotal for a couple of reasons, because it can tip you, divine feminine, into chaser energy, and we don't want that at this point. We just want to hold space and let them tip into the void between you both, so that you can be there when this conversation comes towards you, so you can be there. Now, if you are on a wave where you are at this point where it's just you and the divine and separation still has a minute to go, how this energy will play out will be in a version of deeper understanding. So you can use this energy to truly, when you go call in your loved one, you can use this to spiritually leapfrog your ascension process. It is like leaning into spirituality. It's like on crack. It will literally help you leapfrog into the next cycle of understanding if you tip into it in a healthy way, because Jupiter will actually magnify everything you do in this current energy. So if you are red hot sitting in separation and the energy that you're going to feel to call in your loved one is to chase, that's going to magnify, right? But if the way that you use this energy is to go, well, I'll call in my loved one in the way that's healthy for twin flames on a soulmate ascension, which is stay in your lane and do your work until the connection has done enough work for it to hold safely. Because what you want to do is have a healthy frequency between you both, so that when the world, because like we say, the world doesn't stop coming at you, but because your frequency has lifted enough, you're able to hold the connection in a way that when the world comes against it, it won't fall over like it has done in these separations that we find ourselves in. So it's a great big opportunity. If it's your divine masculine coming back under these energies, it's a great time for you guys to be able to learn and grow together. But if you're doing this on your own through this window, you can really leapfrog your spiritual journey and your spiritual understanding, because Jupiter will magnify everything. Righto. So let's draw. Who do you want to draw for today, Dylan? Divine, masculine, feminine? What are you feeling?
Feminine.
Oh, for the feminine. Righto. That's sweet of you.
Feminine.
Draw a feminine card for us. And we do want to. We have been away for a little bit. Like it was just we had around. So I lost my voice completely, and I was fighting to get through it, but it was useless to keep talking. I just needed to shut up, and that's not easy for me to do. So I took some time out and fully rested my voice. And then Ricky went down crook as well. So we just had to, it was a little bit of forced rest. We'd been going, is it this one? Yeah, righto. So that's divine feminine. Let's have a look for one for the masculine. Oh, wow. Do you want to draw on for the connection? Look at this. See, this is red hot what I just said. When I draw them together, look what I just said, is when the divine masculine moves forward, the feminine's going to know what to do. I'm probably reading that in a way that I don't know if this is what Spirit intended, whether they're saying divine feminine, reach out for a helping hand, which is what was earlier on in the reading, which is, you know, we're supporting each other together, and we do have the collective energy working to support each other. But I'm actually reading it in this way, is that when the divine masculine comes in, can you see that picture? It's like the divine feminine offers a helping hand. She'll know exactly what to do with the energy that he brings forward. If it's in a, you know, like if he comes in a state where he's trying to lay down his burden, or his energies are particularly heavy, she's going to know exactly what to do. There's really like a couple of big energies, and I suppose we're reading for a number of people, so it's going to play out differently. So we do have these divine masculines that are still really pushing this desire energy, but what it tips into is falling into these energies that are heavy and brokenhearted, and the divine feminine offering a helping hand, a red hot helping hand to get them through it. Interesting. What is this? What you have for the connection? Yeah, look, because you two are not from here, right? You're not from here. In essential, and what I'm suggesting in this scenario is that your connection is held safe and sound in the 5D. Yes, you manifest physically in this 3D world, but it's not the truth of who we are we? We're spiritual beings at the heart of who we are. And sometimes we get very, very trapped in reality. We get very trapped in the world that we see around us, and we use reality to actually make our judgments when the reverse is true. We need to be building our world from the inside out. So what we believe to be true is true. Reality will be right 100% of the time. So if you want to be in harmonious union with your divine masculine, you have to understand that you need to align with it from the inside out first. So that vibration has to be correct. If you're holding anything that's still a resistance to the connection coming through, you're going to align with that reality 100% of the time. That is, that if you know, like, it doesn't mean that you have to be perfect. It doesn't. Red hot. It just means that the vibration has to be healthy enough to hold the connection no matter what comes against it. So when we say not from, you have to build that from the inside out. The world is not going to give you the missing piece to this equation. And it's funny, one of the things that, like, I've you know, I work with a bunch of people sort of beyond this scenario, and asking if there's a magic thing that they can do to change the scenario. And I want to say to you, no, it's a day-by-day process. Getting up and understanding what your ascension journey is all about and taking action every single day is what will bring the frequency of union together. So, you know, like, not from here means that you build this world from, it's not that reality doesn't dictate tomorrow. What you think, feel, and hold as core operating beliefs do. And the reason that you'll be out of union or out of alignment with your twin, if you are not together, then there is a misalignment. So to find the misalignment and continue to work day by day by day, it starts with you. And it starts from the inside, and then it works its way out till it finally manifests in the 3D. It's a big, complex ideal that we can talk more at length about in other videos. But essentially, what's needed to be understood is that if you're not with your twin, it's because there's a misalignment somewhere. Righto. So that is essentially the end of our general reading, and it doesn't look like I've got any questions there. Essentially, nobody wants a private reading today, so that's all good. So we might then wrap it up on that one and say that that's our update under our equinox reading and our full moon reading, and that we can look to. We'll just keep an eye on the energies as they move forward from there.
Yeah.
So,
hopefully everyone that's watched it has got a bit of help from what we've read today.
yeah,
Put some sort of perspective on a few things with them.
on what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is, I suppose, to sum it up, is like the equinox will be wanting to call people together. We're wanting to be call soulmates in, and then the full moon. This is if there's any cautionary tale in this, the full moon is going to want to exacerbate energies under this ideal. So it's going to want to be social, it's going to want to be flirty, it's going to want to be balanced, but the equinox is going to want to draw people towards you. So then you put Jupiter over the top, it has that potential to tip you into chaser. So you just you keep it balanced, you keep it calm, and you let these energies play out in a healthy way. The likely outcome is that communications are going to start to take place between twins in a healthy way and bring them online for more harmonious unions. Righto, let's call that a wrap then. Thank you for those who've watched along today, and we'll be back with more updates as we go.
And click on our page and like, share, and subscribe. And if you do have any questions later on or want to get a reading on something, feel free to shoot us a message or comment on the video, and we will definitely try and get back to you guys as soon as we can.
Absolutely.
No,
all right.
so
we're gonna tap out for the day and say, in faith, hope, and love, it's bye from us for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.